there are some moments in life that make you say, wow. And marriage is one of those moments. Here, I'm LaToya Crawford with a moment of inspiration. And today we have some women to talk about wow, W-O-W, women of wisdom. Today on this show, I have Willette Wilkerson and Rhoda Whitfield from Tallahassee, Florida, to talk about a group that's designed to empower women when it comes to marriage. Welcome, ladies, to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So we're going to say wow today.
Wow.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So tell me, how did you all come up with the name wow?
Well, I would have to say, Willette and I used to go to breakfast a lot together, and we would find ourselves just sitting around having conversations about marriage. And then we would be like, wow, that was deep.
That was powerful.
That needs to be shared. So then we started looking at, maybe we need to take what we're discussing amongst ourselves and see what God would have us to do with it. And so that's how we started, working on it about 2 or 3 years ago.
That's awesome. Now, both of you are married, because people are watching and say, now, how are they experts on marriage? So how long have you been married, Willette?
I've been married 26, going on 27 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Rhoda?
33 going on 34.
So almost 60-something years between the both of you.
Yes.
Right.
And in your marriages, you've come across some ups and some downs, but you're still together. So can you give us some advice or something that maybe the viewers can take away with them today about marriage so they can say, wow?
Well, one thing that Rhoda and I definitely agree upon in marriage is that we feel that you must make your spouse your friend, your best friend. And we've been fortunate to be able to do that. So one thing that we've encountered with different couples is that they're not friends. And so we've said, you got to go back to the basics. You got to be friends, because sometimes you just need a friend to hear you.
Yes.
Yes. And it's not listening to you from a spouse point of view. I want my friend to hear what happened at work today. So friendship, we agree, was one of those things that it just has to be there.
Right.
That's so true. A lot of times, when my husband comes home, he's looking for an ear from his friend. And we just have that kind of friendship. I believe that there's certain things that you're not going to do to your best friend.
Yes.
Right.
But if it's your lover, you might kind of kick them to the curb and say, be about your way, but you're going to be very gentle with your friend.
Right.
Wow. So you all have found that secret to marital success. And a lot of people now in this love season, many people just got engaged for the new year, and many people will be engaged in February, the love month. So what do you do after you say, I do? There's no manual. So what do you do after you say I do?
Well, I would say you first got to start off building a friendship. But there's so much to marriage, and it's not going to be easy. Rhoda and I are not sitting here saying that we haven't had a lot of lows, a lot of highs. You're going to have all of that. But if you have a friendship that will hold through the rough, the good, the bad, the tough, then you will have something to build upon when those hard times come. And so I would just say that building on a friendship is key. And then when you come across some issues that just seem like too hard to bear, talk to your friend. Bounce it off each other.
Well, let's do the friendship test. A lot of friends have the friendship bracelets, but you can't do that with your significant other. So, Rhoda, give me a scenario of a situation that a couple may have. And just give me this scenario, and let's see if it passes the friendship test. Can you just throw something out at us?
Friendship test. Well, I believe that people have to be transparent. And anything that, a lot of times, we'll say, oh, yeah, honey, I like that. And we really don't. We're not being honest.
We just want to please.
Right. We're not being honest.
People pleasers.
But what we need to do is let our spouse know exactly what we like and how we like it.
For example, we're getting ready, for this, excuse me, Valentine's season, and women will dress up in their nice gowns and do their hair all up, and they'll say, honey, how do I look?
And he'll say,
he'll
you
say,
look good,
mm-hmm.
knowing that that dress is too tight.
Or he really does not like your hair that way.
Yes.
You know? So,
But as women, are we on a level where we can receive that? No, try something else?
Sometimes we're not. Sometimes we have to grow to that point to be accepted. Our spouse telling us something that they don't think is really appealing for us to walk out. They want the best for us. I would hope that every husband and every wife would want the best for their spouse. So when they say, you know, I really don't like what you have on, sometimes women do get, well, I didn't ask for your opinion, but they're trying to help you. You may not look the best in that as you think you do.
Wow. Oh, I just said it.
You said it.
Wow. That's good.
don't have a lot of those wild moments.
Wild
That's right.
moments.
Yes.
And you know, I was just on Facebook the other night after talking with you on the phone, and there was a quote by Denzel Washington. Ooh, good looking. Anyway, he's married.
Yes, he is.
But he said this quote. He says, "A wise woman knows the importance of speaking life into her man.
Amen.
If you love him, believe in him.
That's right.
Encourage him.
Oh, yeah.
And be his peace."
That's right.
Be his peace.
When your husband comes home from a hard day's work, he does not want to come home to you raising Cain. He wants to come home to be received and pampered and want things laid out for him. He is the king of a castle,
That's
Yes.
not a king of a dungeon.
Wow.
But it's
Like
not
that
until
metaphor.
women know that they're the queen that they
That's
know how
right.
to treat the king.
That's right.
So women have to learn their place, learn how to accept their role, and walk in it, walk in your
Yes.
authority,
Yes.
and then you will know how to treat that king when he
Yes.
come in the house. You know?
Love it.
Amen.
Love it.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you say wow?
Wow.
You say wow. There you go.
Wow.
I got to be honest. There are lots of books out there, how to make your marriage work, and there are lots of seminars and conferences that people have attended. So who's to say that, wow, this organization you all have established is going to work? Who's to say it's going to help someone? How do you know?
You know what? I look at it like this, LaToya. Heaven smiles when one is saved.
Say that.
If one gets baptized today, heaven smiles. So if one marriage is saved, God is pleased.
So if you could save one marriage through
One.
wow, you've done more than enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. God is pleased.
God is pleased.
So if he's pleased, it is well with our spirit.
It is well. And speaking of God in the Bible, it says that he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor of the Lord. And you mentioned earlier, you said a quote about marriage, that if people accept the institution of marriage that was created by God, they must accept all
of it.
of it that God says about marriage.
That's right.
That's right.
Not just take
Not take
bits and
No.
pieces.
No, because you didn't establish it. So if you're going to accept it, you have to accept all of it as it was established.
That's right.
You know, some women may say, well, I'm married today, but tomorrow I'm going out with my friends. I'm going to put my marriage on hold. So we can't look at it like that, huh?
No. No.
How
Marriage
do you
don't get put
handle
on
it?
hold.
How do you have a life outside of your marriage? How do you do that? How do you have a social life? And
Well, Rhoda told you earlier that, we have breakfast a lot. So, so we do have a life outside of our marriage. You make time for your outside life. It's just your marriage is your priority.
That's right.
That's
Yes.
the first thing. It's important. So it has to be first. So you work everything else around it, not work your marriage around everything else.
wow, marriage is the center.
It's the
That's
same.
right.
I just said
it.
wow again.
She said, wow.
I know you're just very interested in wow. I want to know how you can get more information and maybe get in touch with these wonderful ladies. How can people contact you all if they want more about wow?
Well, presently we're setting up our Facebook page, and we will launch it on the 1st of the year. And so they can just look for us.
Yeah,
Women of Wisdom, Marriage Empowerment.
That's wonderful. You all said earlier, you all are the voices for marriage. Marriage speaks through Rhoda and Willette. They're speaking today, and hopefully you're hearing what they're saying. I know you're helping me, being a single woman. What you've told me in our previous conversations have really helped me. So now I know how to get myself together, get my oneself together before I become one with someone else. That's key.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, I just said it again.
See how easy it was to come up with that name? Because we had so many moments like that. We would say things and we would go, wow.
Wow. You know, I want you all to experience a wow moment just like I did.
Yes.
We want you to make sure that you find these two women on Facebook. They'll be launching it in the beginning of the year. Wow, Women of Wisdom with Willette Wilkerson and Rhoda Whitfield of Tallahassee, Florida. Anything else, ladies, you want to add and maybe put the exclamation point to this conversation?
You know, one other point that they're going to be able to look for us on YouTube as well, because we want to launch our own telecast where we can discuss different topics.
Yes.
And they can stay tuned for that and find us.
Wow, so social media,
Right.
Facebook and YouTube.
Absolutely.
And there are a lot of YouTube videos out there about how to make your marriage work, but
it's not going to be like wow.
not going to be like
Not
wow.
gonna be like wow.
Well, ladies, I truly enjoyed you all today.
And we thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Oh,
very much, Ms.
certainly.
Crawford.
Thank you for coming and being on the show. And I'm with you. If we could just save one marriage,
Oh, yeah.
we've done more than enough.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So you've said I do, and now you can. Thank you so much for watching A Moment of Inspiration. And up next, and you said I do, now let's say I could do walking. We're going to walk a mile in the shoes of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I'm going to tell you about a great event coming up in Thomasville, Georgia, the MLK Humanitarian Walk of Faith. See you soon.